An enhancement to work with items has been added with PTF 12.630. We've added the manufacturer out of stock code to the secondary line. Let's take a look at that. So here we go. Over to work with items. And what has happened is if you press F2 for the secondary line, we've added the manufacturer out of stock code. So the little turquoise colored M is indicating this is a manufacturer out of stock flag, and this is the actual value, which is an H on this particular entry. For those unaccustomed to using the manufacturer out of stock flags, just there's ways that you can tie a message to it and indicate to the customer on the invoice why you're out of stock on a particular item. That can vary, and you can code your own text in there that goes along with those. We kept that color scheme here because some of these flags use this sort of, I would call it a turquoise color, just indicating, like for instance on these, authorized item only, guaranteed item, pre-book only, those different flags. This was consistent with that. Ran out of a little bit of space to put it, so I had to go on the secondary line, but there you go. You can now see the manufacturer out of stock flag from here. And I'll also point out this, if you use a F16, which is a shift F4, don't forget you have this whole filtering section down here. So for instance, if I wanted to find things with a particular manufacturer out of stock code, say it was the letter H like my other entry, if I put that in, press enter, and then confirm, and then it will go across all the items and look for anything that has an H in there. And the only one I found was this one particular item that has the H. So remember that you have the F16 for some advanced filtering functions that does a lot of things. We've presented that. I think people are familiar with that. If you're not, it's fairly straightforward if you go look at it. There are a lot of different ways to find things that are book excluded, by brand code, a number of different ways to search and find the products that you're interested in from the work with items screen. So that's basically the gist of what this piece of the puzzle involves. Let's move along.